What's going on, everybody? Atomic here, bringing you back to my tutorial world. So today we are going to be building a 1x2 hidden piston door with a secret entry. Let's go ahead and go over the materials that are going to be needed. For this build, you're going to need 21 building blocks. You're going to need 3 powered rails, 1 normal rail. The ladders are optional. You can always just pillar out of there, but we're just doing it to be convenient. You're going to need 7 observers, 1 minecart with the hopper. Make sure it has the hopper, it won't work. You're going to need 5 redstone dust, 5 hopper, 5 repeaters, 5 redstone torches, 4 comparators, 1 carpet, 6 droppers, 1 stone button. Make sure it's a stone button. 3 sticky pistons. You're going to need 3 blocks that are going to match what you're building with. That's why I have these in here. You're also going to need a few temporary blocks, 1 furnace, and a few sea lanterns or glowstone. Now this is just for light source, but torches kind of get in the way, so yeah. Now let's get over here and get this built. Now to start off this build, you're going to want to find the center. Now to make this easier on yourself, you're going to want to try to find an area that is at least 9 long, okay? The reason why is that way you don't have to dig out here on this side and then like out here on this side just to make this work. When you find where you're going to do that, go ahead and take out the middle area. My middle is right here. After you cut that out, you're going to go to the front and the back side. So we're basically going to mirror this right here that we're going to do to over here. You're going to cut 2 by 9. It's going to look something like this. So 2 wide by 9 long. After you get that, go ahead and dig down 4 more to make it a total of 5 high. Okay? And then we're going to repeat it on this side. So we're going to go 2 by 9 by 5 deep. We're also going to remove this one right here, all the way down. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Alright guys, so it should look something like this. Okay, so if you're trying to count it exactly by numbers, it is going to be 5 wide this way, 9 long by 5 deep. So after you get down here, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and grab your sea lanterns or your glowstone and kind of light the place up just a little bit. We don't want any mobs spawning in here. Alright, that should do the trick. Next, you want to go ahead and grab a few of your temporary blocks and your sticky pistons and find the center of your build. So it should be right here. You're going to pillar up. You're going to pillar up 2 high. And these are temporary. And you're going to take 2 sticky pistons. 1 on top of the other, just like that. Next, you're going to go ahead and skip this first block right here and go to the second one and add a sticky piston facing like this. So it should look like that now. Next, you're going to go ahead and skip this block right here. You can actually leave this here for right now if you want to. And go ahead and grab your furnace. Your furnace should go right here. And I'll kind of give y'all a little visual of what it looks like. Next, down here by your 2 temporary blocks, you're going to go ahead and add in a solid block. Like this block right here, we're not going to be removing. We're going to go ahead and grab one of our powered rails. And we're going to go ahead and grab our observers. You're going to go ahead and place one of your powered rails on this block right here. And then we're going to remove these 2 temporary blocks right here. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab our observer and we're going to place it just like this. So you're going to shift click, so it should be directly underneath your door into that rail, and the eye should be facing towards your piston over here. Kind of give you a better idea. The little face on here should be looking at the rail. Next, you want to go ahead and add 1 more observer right in behind it. So you have 2 observers facing each other. then you want to place a solid block in behind this observer. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab some of our redstone dust, and we're going to go ahead and grab one of our repeaters. On top of this solid block, you want to go ahead and place your redstone dust going into your repeater. And you want to go ahead and click this into the 4th tick. Now, if you don't know what ticks are, it's in 1 tick right now, so you're going to go 2, 3, and 4. After you get your repeater with 4 ticks on it, you want to go ahead and take your observers one more time and place an observer directly into this repeater right here. You can shift click it in, and then directly on top of this piece of redstone, you want to shift click one more time. And it should look something like this. I'll try to give y'all a better look at it. Next, you want to go ahead and come over here to the side with the rail on it. On top of your rail, you want to go ahead and place another observer. You want it to be looking down at this, so they're both kind of looking at that rail. On top of this observer, you want another solid block like that. Okay, next, we're going to go ahead and add. Okay, once you have your observer right here with the solid block on top, come down here to the rail, and you're going to add in 3 solid blocks just like that, right in front of the rail. After you get those 3 solid blocks, you want to go ahead and add in these 2 right here. So it should be a 2 by 3 right now. After you get your 2 by 3, so it should look like that, we're going to go ahead and extend this area right here to where it goes to the rail, just like that. Next, you're going to grab your repeater and run your repeater directly into this rail right here. Then you're going to add 2 redstone dust right here and the second one right here. Next, you're going to go ahead and grab your comparators. Off the back of this redstone right here, you're going to run a comparator like this. You're going to run a solid block right in front of the comparator like that. Then over here, going the opposite direction as this comparator, you're going to run another comparator just like that. And you're going to add a piece of redstone dust right here. Next, going towards that last piece of redstone dust that we just placed in, you're going to grab your comparator and place your comparator right here at the very edge, and then your repeater going into that redstone dust like this. Next, we're going to go ahead and look directly underneath this one more time, and we're going to add a temporary block. So we're going to use the cobblestone for that. You're going to add a temporary block here, and then you're going to take your hopper and your dropper. That kind of sounds funny, hopper and dropper. So here's your hopper, and then we're going to take a dropper and run your dropper into the hopper, just like that. Next, into the back of the dropper right here, you're going to run a hopper like that. Make sure it has that angle just like that. And then you're going to run another hopper into this hopper like that. So on top of that last hopper we just placed, we're going to go ahead and place our carpet directly on top, just like that. Then above it, about right here, we're going to place our temporary block. And we're going to go ahead and grab our rail. This can be right there. Perfect. So we're going to grab our temporary block, place our rail right here, and place a hopper with minecart directly over top of this carpet. Now, to make all this work, you need to come in here and you slightly see the hitbox of the rail. We're going to go ahead and break that rail now, just like that. Next, we're going to break that temporary block, and this hopper is going to fall down here. A hopper with minecart is going to fall down here on top of this carpet, just like that. Now that is perfect. After you get that in place, you are now finished with the front of this build for right now. So we're going to go ahead and grab some dirt and fill in this gap right here. Be careful around this so it doesn't fall. Boom, perfect. Now let's go to the back of this build. From the back of this build, here was that temporary block right here. From this temporary block, we're going to go ahead and grab our droppers. And we're going to skip this first block and go to the second block. And we're going to pillar up 4 droppers. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. So we're going to skip this one and go to the last one. Next, we can go ahead and remove this temporary block right here and grab our hoppers. So you want to shift click into that dropper right there, and you want 2 hoppers going into that dropper. Just like that. Next, you want to go ahead and place 1 more dropper directly on top of this hopper right here. Oop, there we go, perfect. Then over here on this side right here, so it's the opposite side as the railing right there, you want to take a solid block. We're going to use our stone right here. You want to grab another comparator, and you want to grab one of your redstone torches. Okay, you want to take that solid block and place it right here. You want to take the comparator coming out of the solid block like this, and then you want another solid block on the other side of this comparator. On the back side of the last solid block you just placed, you want to go ahead and place your redstone torch, just like that. Next, you want to go ahead on top of this redstone torch, you want to put your solid building block again. You want to go ahead and grab your repeater, and coming out of this block right here, you want to have your repeater, just like that. Okay, now your repeater should be on the second tick, just like that. If you've done this right so far, this repeater right here should be lit up. Then you want to go ahead and grab another building block and place it directly over top of the comparator, like that. This last block that we just placed, what we want to go ahead and do is we want to have a redstone torch directly into the back side of this, like so. And if we've done this right, this redstone torch should shut off immediately. Boom. Then we want to go to the top. So here's our redstone torch. We're going to add another redstone torch right here with a solid block on top, with a redstone torch on this side, a redstone torch on this side. Perfect. Now, from this redstone torch, you want to go, of course we have to skip this block, but we want to put a temporary block. We're going to use our temporary block right here, and then a observer facing downward, just like that. Now we can go ahead and remove this temporary block. Now on top of this observer right here, we're going to go ahead and place another powered rail, just like this. Perfect. So I'll kind of give y'all a little view of what it looks like. Just like that. All right, next, what we're going to go ahead and do is we are still in the back. We're going to go to the back of this furnace right here. We're going to go ahead and place a block. I don't know. We'll do smooth stone again. Perfect. We're going to place it directly into the back of this furnace right here, and we're going to use a stone button. But because we're using smooth stone, I'm going to use black stone. It's a little bit more visible. Perfect. Just like that. Next, we're going to go directly underneath where we just placed that button. We're going to place a temporary block underneath here, and then we're going to place an observer directly facing down. And you can go ahead and remove this temporary block right there. Okay, on top of the observer, we are going to go ahead and place another powered rail. We're going to place another powered rail just like that. Perfect. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go directly underneath this observer. We're going to place a solid block right here, and then we're going to place 1 and 2 more solid blocks. On this solid block right here, touching the first redstone, we're going to go ahead and place a repeater, and we're going to set that to 2 ticks, just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and grab some more redstone and run our redstone dust right here, just like that. Next, we're going to go ahead and get out from underneath here for a little bit. It's a bit dark and gloomy under there. We're going to go ahead and fill in all of these grass blocks, just like so. Now with your button, you might want to place your button on top because it might not work right there because you want to place grass there. Perfect. Now when you're filling in all of your grass, try not to put a piece of grass over this because it's not going to let the machine work properly. So we will fill up everything but that one. We're going to go ahead and grab our smooth stone, just like so, and place that directly in front. So we are in the inside of the build right now, and this is technically the outside right here. Okay? Now, if you want to see how this works, see that hopper with the minecart? That's where we're going to do everything at. So watch this. This block right here, we're going to go ahead and press our throw key. And there it is. And we go in because it's timed. And if y'all notice what happened, I'll show y'all. We're going to go ahead and dump our inventory, except for one smooth stone. Okay? And we're going to keep our sword. Heck, I'll show y'all even with my sword. So this type is, I throw it right here. And what happens is it's going to throw it back into my inventory like this is a key card. So it took it. Now watch. See? And there we go. And to get out, all we have to do is press this button. And we are out. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This was a lot different from what I'm typically making, which is the big farms. But if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.